morning, everyone. Lovely to see you. Let's get started. So find a nice, comfortable spot to sit. Maybe a little pillow under your butt if that's more comfortable. Cross-legged if that's comfortable for you. You can also find another way to sit. Just adjust as needed for your body. So I like to scoot a little flesh from under my butt. Sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders a few times. Lift your heart. Belly button in to support the spine. Chin slightly tucked for a long neck. And allow your eyes to close for a minute. Connect with your own breath. Long, slow, deep breaths. Not only into your chest, but much deeper, all the way into the low belly. You might like to put your hands there on your belly so you can really draw attention to that area. Belly slowly filling up as you inhale. And slowly relaxing as you exhale. Nice closed eyes or a soft gaze. Just taking a couple minutes here at the top to really arrive into the yoga space. It's especially difficult when everything we do is at home in one space. It's hard to really feel like, oh, I'm doing yoga now when there's, you're right next to your desk or whatever. But just take a minute here to breathe deeply and really drop into that yoga space, the sacred space that you're creating for yourself this morning. Letting the nervous system know that you're safe, that it's time to rest and digest. Next time you inhale, sit a bit taller. Wiggle into your body a little bit more. Get even more comfortable. And keep breathing. Let's take some breaths in through the nose. Deep breathing in through the nose all the way into the low belly. When you're all full of air, take a little pause. And then exhale from the mouth. A few more like that. Inhaling deeply through the nose. And when you're all full, sip a little bit more air in, a little more, and then pause at the top. And then exhale, release. Take a few more with your own breath, your own body. The divine wisdom within you that already knows you already have everything you need here. We're just connecting with it this morning. One more really good full breath, the biggest breath so far today. Sigh out. And let's move. Flip palms to the sky. Inhale, sweep your arms wide, fingertips wide, reach up. Shoulders away from the ears, hands reaching up. Lots of energy in the hands. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale up a little bit more. Pause at the top. And then exhale to your heart. Really press into both hands. Point both elbows out to the sides, opening through the chest. Release your hands all the way down to your knees. And we'll go again. When you're ready, take a huge inhale, sweep up. Gathering energy for your day. Reach as high as you can. Inhale a little bit more. Pause at the top. And as you're ready, exhale to release. All the way to your heart. Make it an art. Make it a science here. Make it a prayer. Every little movement counts. Exhale all the way to the knees. Let's take one more really good one. Inhale, sweep up, gather up, reach for the sky. Keep inhaling all the way to the top. Fill up a little bit more. And we'll hold. Explore that space between the breaths. And as you're ready, exhale, release it into your heart. Bow your head to your heart. Thank yourself for showing up this morning. Maybe take this moment to set a little intention for your practice. Inhale, sweep hands up. Now we're going to take right hand to the left knee and lean over to the right. So my left arm is leaning over my head, reaching to the right. Move my head in any way that feels good. Keep your left hip rooted. Now we'll bring the left hand to the right knee. Round your spine, tuck your chin, think cat pose, really arching your back. Find a little wiggle here. Tuck your chin. Inhale, release both hands. Open up the arms. Open up the heart. And exhale. We'll go again. Second side. Inhale, sweep up. This time, left hand comes to the right knee. And then lean to the left. So right arm reaching left. You're using the leverage of your left hand on your right knee to help you here. Lean over. Find some movement in the neck, the head. Don't forget to breathe. Let your right hand fall to your left knee. Tuck your chin, round your spine here. Wiggle into it. Pull your belly button to your spine. And as you're ready, inhale, release your hands, open your chest. And exhale, release. Inhale, reach hands high. Exhale, hands to the floor. Roll over your knees, coming to a tabletop position. Hands and knees. So knees right under your hips, hands right under your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide like starfish. Grip the mat with all 10 fingertips. Toes can be tucked into the mat or press the top of your foot into the mat, whatever feels better for you. A few rounds of cat-cow. As always, inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Shine your heart. That means bring your heart in front of your arms. Exhale, tuck your spine. Really round here, push all the air out. And take a few more with your own breath. Close your eyes if you can. Inhaling to drop the belly, maybe even a little bend in the elbows if that feels good. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin, push all the air out. Keep pushing into your feet, your hands. Adding any movements that your body's asking for. Maybe you want to come all the way back to a child's pose sometimes. Maybe as you come forward, you want to come all the way to a cobra or something. Any movements that feel good. We're just warming up through the spine, warming up that connection with the breath and movement. You can also recommend some side-to-side movements, like push your head towards your right hip and your right hip towards your head, and then take the other side. Maybe big circles with your whole body. Yeah. Beginning to slow down the movements, coming to a neutral spine. Nice flat back. Find stillness for a moment. Engage through your core. Support your whole body with your belly engaged here. I'll scoot in a little bit more. Flip the palms, or flip the fingertips so they're pointing at you. So now my palms are on the ground, my wrists are pointing in front of me, my fingers are pointing at me, and I just find a little bit of movement, side to side, front to back, maybe little circles. As you're ready, bring your weight towards your heels, begin to peel up the hands, all the way to the fingertips. When your hands release, come up, maybe a little back bend, and then exhale, dive down. Nice little wrist stretch. Okay, hands right under the shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck your toes, begin to fire up your core. Here we go, inhale, draw energy up from the earth so you can press your knees off the ground. We're just hovering here an inch or so above the ground. Keep reaching your heels back, your head forward. Exhale, release. Go again, inhale, press up, hover the knees. Chin slightly tucked, nice long neck. Just keep your gaze between your thumbs. One more inhale here. Exhale, drop. Last one, inhale, hover. We'll take it for 5, 4, 3. You got this. Keep breathing. 2, 1, release, and send it back for child's pose. Your hands can be reaching in front of you, or they can be to your sides by your feet. You could also use a pillow here in child's pose. Just find any way you can feel really supported. Body know you're going to move. Huge exhale. And inhale, begin to come back up. Alright, check yourself. Make sure that you're got a good form here. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We're going to tuck both sets of toes. Slide your right toes straight back. So your toes are still tucked into the mat. Nice long line of energy from the top of your head to your right heel. And rocking in and out of that right heel. The right foot, stretching the whole leg. Inhale, lift your foot off the ground. Hover above the ground here. Nice straight line from the top of your head all the way to your heel. Reach behind you, reach forward with your head. Inhale here. And then exhale, replace. Should feel really good. Second side, just slide your left toes back. Toes staying on the ground for now. And rock forward and back. We're stretching the whole left leg. We're stretching the wrists. And we're also firing up the core a little bit, firing up the belly. As you're ready, inhale, lift the left heel up so your toes are above the ground. Reach behind you with your foot, reach forward with your head. Reach, 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 reach. And exhale, replace. Take it back, quick child's pose or whatever you need. Maybe shake out the hands. Here we go, coming back up to tabletop position. Inhale, slide your right toes back. Lift the leg. And now we'll just tuck the knee into the chest and bring your foot all the way through. So coming to a little lunge here. Make sure your right knee is no further than your ankle. Maybe a little further, but not too much. You might slide your left knee back if that feels good. Feel free to put a little pad under your left knee if needed. Okay, pull your right hip back, left hip forward, so your hips are pointed straight ahead. You don't want to be opening up to the left. Back toes can be tucked. That feels best to me, but you might prefer just to press the top of your foot there. Yes. Hands are on the floor for now. Maybe spider fingers. That means just on your fingertips. Roll your shoulders back. Open the chest. If this is already a lot, stay just like this. If you want a little more, flip your palms to the sky and we'll inhale up. Offer to the sky. Come out of the waist a little bit. Make sure your shoulders away from your ears. Look up. One more inhale here. Exhale all the way down, nice and slow to the earth. Let's do 2 more just like that. Inhale, palms to the sky. Now notice if you're doing a big back bend, try not to do that. Come out of the hips a little bit if needed, so you can just reach straight up. Huge stretch on the front of the left leg. Inhale a little more here, and exhale to the earth. Reconnect with that earth energy here as you exhale. And as you're ready, inhale, reach up, offer to the sky. Shoulders away from the ears, reach up. Inhale a little bit more, and exhale to the earth. Plant both of your hands, lift the back knee. We'll rock forward and back a little bit. Remember, pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Getting a nice stretch in the left leg now. And then here we go. We're going to step back to plank. You can always drop your back knee if you want. Inhale, step back to plank or half plank. Exhale, lower all the way to the ground. Hands are right under your shoulders. Inhale, little back bend. So almost no weight in your hands. Press your pelvis into the floor. Lift your heart. Exhale, release. Tuck your knees. Inhale, we're coming back up to tabletop pose. Shake it out. Take whatever you need. Cat-cow. Side to side. Sip of water. And we'll go to the second side. I'm going to do a different angle. Okay. Make sure your hands are right under your knees, your wrists are right under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Here we go. Slide your left toes back and then lift your left heel straight up. Reach your head forward, your leg back, getting a nice stretch, and then bend your knee in towards your nose and put your left foot between your hands. Make sure your knee is right over your ankle. You might bring your right knee back a little bit if that feels good. Roll your shoulders back, open your heart. We'll take a few breaths here. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward in space, making sure the hips are pointing straight. And breathe here into the hip. Maybe make any little adjustments you need, wiggling in there. So you can stay just like this if that's like already a challenge. Don't forget you can pad the back knee if needed. Breathing into the hips. If you want more, flip your palms at the sky. Inhale, reach up. Offer to the sky. We don't want a big back bend here. We want to come straight out of the hips. So you might have to come a little bit out of the lunge to get that. Inhale again here and exhale all the way to the earth. Reconnect with Earth's energy, and as you're ready, inhale, reach up. Shoulders away from your ears, get as tall as you can. Reach up, inhale a little more, and exhale all the way to the earth. The last bit of your exhale goes into the earth. Keep exhaling until you're totally empty. And then only when you're all empty, inhale again, reach up. Offer to the sky. Nice and tall, shoulders away from the ears. Inhale a little more, and exhale all the way down. Plant both hands. We're going to step back to plank or half plank, so up to you. Oh yeah, first lift the back knee, rock forward and back, that's right. Get that nice stretch on the right leg. Keep pulling your right hip forward, left hip back. And now we'll step into plank or half plank. Step back. Exhale, lower all the way down. Hands under your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows. You don't want your elbows going out to the side. You want them squeezing in close together. Inhale, peel up chin, chest, maybe low ribs. Almost no weight in the hands. Look over one shoulder. Look over the other shoulder. Inhale, maybe a little higher. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, keep your knees down. Inhale, press up to all fours. And exhale, quick child's pose. Yogi's choice, how you want to do that. I like my knees really wide and my big toes to touch and my arms reaching forward. You can also stack your hands and make a little pillow for your forehead. Huge belly breaths, letting your body know that you're safe, that everything's okay. A little bit of stress with the movements and then a lot of rest. Re-regulation for the nervous system, very important. So let's take one more huge breath together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from your mouth. And we'll inhale, come back up to your tabletop, all fours. Knees under your hips. Hands under your shoulders. Inhale, slide right toes back. Okay, here we go. Knee towards your nose and bring your right foot between your hands. Slide your left knee back a little bit if you need. Stay low if that's better for you, or if you're ready, inhale, reach to the sky. Now this time we will do a back bend, so you can push your hips forward and lean back if that feels good. Make sure you're not just crunching into your low back. Think of finding length in the low back, and then from there you can start to lean back if that feels good. Doesn't have to be too extreme. Now we're only going to change the arms. Inhale, reach up with your arms. Exhale, bend your elbows. Pull your elbows behind you, over to the chest. 2 more like that. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend. Maybe sinking a little lower into the hips. I like to walk my front foot forward a little bit. 1 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the elbows. Full expression of the posture. Inhale, reach up, get nice and tall in the spine. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, step back to plank or half plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, back bend, just a little baby cobra here. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up to all fours. Exhale, quick child's pose to reset. Take what you need, a little wiggle side to side, a little sip of water. Here we go, inhale, come back up, tabletop all fours. Set yourself up for success, make sure you're gripping them out with all your fingers. Here we go, slide your left toes back, left toes in the mat, nice neutral spine, tuck your chin here. Inhale, lift your left heel to the sky. Exhale, knee towards your nose, little crunch, and bring your foot between your hands. Just like before, you can choose to keep your hands down. If you want more, inhale, sweep hands high. This time we will do a little back bend, so you can push your hips forward, but reach really high out of the waist. We don't want to be just dumping into the low back. That's not safe. So it's really important. First, reach up, get really tall in the waist, and then from there you can begin to lean your upper back back. So find what works for you. Keep pulling your left hip back, right hip forward. Nice closed hips. Inhale, really reach up. Exhale, bend your elbows, pull them behind you. 2 more just like that. Last one, full expression of the posture. Inhale, reach up, nice tall spine, take the bend out of it. Exhale, hands to frame the foot. Inhale, step back to plank or half plank. If you're in half plank, your knees are down, but make sure you're still a nice long line here. You don't want to have your butt up. We all know what a plank is, right? Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, back bend, baby cobra, maybe a little higher if you're feeling it. Exhale, release. Let's take 2 more little back bends. Inhale, peel up your chin, your chest, maybe your low ribs, maybe a little more. Keep pulling your elbows into your sides. Exhale. 1 more back bend, your choice how high you want to go. If it feels okay to you to look over one shoulder, look over the other shoulder. And as you're ready, release. Inhale, press up to all fours. Exhale, child's pose. I'll recommend knees close together for this one, and hands by your feet. Let your forehead rest. Like a little egg. This can feel really good after back bends. Really a counter stretch. Tuck your chin into your knees. Or maybe you want to have one temple to the ground or the other temple. Find a little rock. Soothe yourself here with a little bit of rocking, a little bit of movement, some deep breath. Inhale, sweep your hands forward. Grip the mat with all your fingers. Inhale up to tabletop. Take just a couple rounds of cat-cow, any movements you need. Now we'll tuck toes into the mat. Remember at the beginning we hovered the knees. We're going to do that again. So spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes. Inhale, lift the knees just an inch. And then in slow motion, as if there's a string tied to your hips, you're going to lift your hips to the sky. Come into downward facing dog. So there's lots of ways to do down dog. Find what works for you. We want to have more or less equal weight in the hands and the feet. Draw your shoulders up away from your ears. Let your head hang heavy. And just bend one knee and then the other. Kind of walking your dog in place. Shake your head loose. We won't be here for long, so just make it feel good. It's just a little stretch. Maybe rock forward and back. And then we'll begin to walk feet towards the hands. Slow, slow, slow. Savor the sensation of each part of this transition. And then when your hands and your feet are close together, bend your knees deeply. Forward fold. Let your head hang heavy. Nice deep bend in the knees. Rock the weight into the heels a little bit more, and then a little more into the toes. Notice how that feels. And now bend your knees even more deeply, all the weight in your heels. Maybe even lift the toes a little bit to test that. And inhale, roll up through the spine. One vertebra at a time. Shoulders and head last. And there you are, standing and ready for your day. Shake it out, take whatever you need. If you have a few more minutes to do some more movement, probably there's more movement that your body's asking for. I predict. So if you have time, go for it. A little Shavasana can work wonders. Lay down for 5 minutes. Listen to a good song before you start your day. So tomorrow's our last official April 8 a.m. class. So I'm really looking forward to that. I hope to see everyone there. And then I want to talk about what we're going to do for May. So if you have ideas, please send me a message. Let me know. I was thinking about maybe 2 full-length classes a week. Maybe on YouTube Live or something. I'm not sure. But let me know in the comments what would be the best schedule for you and what you would like. And last but not least, I'm going to pull us a crystal grid card today. So my one for yesterday was connection. And that really made sense to me. So I'm going to draw one for us. It's just a little word or phrase. Take it as you will. Take it as inspiration for your day. Take it as a sign. Or leave it if you're not into it. But see what we got this morning. Pick a card, any card. Okay, our card for today is Destiny. So maybe that has meaning for you today, maybe not, but think about it. Destiny. I love you very much. Thank you for caring for yourself so you can care for others. Send me messages. Namaste.